Okay, so I'm outside. It's starting to get really chilly. Look at how much this plant has filled in. That is crazy. This plant, these plants. So I still have a ton of plants to bring in. I have a bin. I'm just gonna very quickly check them over for bugs. I'm not gonna really do too much because I'm outside and it's cold fur, but I'm just gonna bring them in and put them in my bathtub and then do a better check once they're inside. Starting off with these little guys that have been blowing all over the place in the windy conditions we've been having. I'm just gonna go ahead and look at the bottom, look at the leaves, and just put them into my tote. So many plants still to bring in at this point that I didn't really have time to do anything more than just a quick little look, but they are all doing pretty good. Plant guys. Oh, whoops. I think the Senecio is a little bit overdue for a repot. Let's bring her in. It's about to bloom. Gotta leave her out here. So these are the ones that I'm gonna bring in right now, along with the Senecio, and I've also identified some that either need to be sprayed and brought in now or just stay out a little longer. I had a problem with spider mites this season and apparently they're still here. So these ones look good though and they're ready to go in. So I'm gonna put the camera away and do that. So I know this is for the sink, but I thought I'd give it a shot and look at how close. Boo. So this little guy is a burro's tail, or wait, a donkey's tail. It's from leaf cutting that is about 1.5 years old, and this one was in with a bunch of other plants that had mealybugs, like right beside each other. So, and also it's a little bit damp in there right now. So if I were to try to wash this, it would probably just lose all of its little guys there. So I'm just gonna spray it down with alcohol. So I just wanted to show you what that looks like. So this is 90% isopropyl alcohol that I mixed with water, just a little bit of water, and go ahead. A little too much zoomed in. Everything falls. That's better. Okay. Just want to make sure to spray on top of the soil and get in between all the nook and crannies. You can let some of it drain off there. The alcohol is only going to be doing its job until it dries, basically. Once it dries, it's not effective anymore. And I'm just going to spray the bottom and around the sides of the pot. And the water in there is going to water the plant at the same time. I know it seems silly, but it actually does happen. So this one was only moist at the very top. You can kind of see down at the bottom there, it's still dry. So if it was wet all the way, I wouldn't really want to do this. So I'm just going to give it a look over. That looks pretty good. Yeah, okay, so you do not want to put this in the sunlight while it has alcohol on it. So basically just out of the sunlight. So we're just going to put that off to the side and I'm going to continue to check out, see what's up with these guys. So update on the little donkey's tail that I brought in and treated with an alcohol spray. It's all dry, it's the next day, and the plant looks good. No sign of any creep crawlies. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in this soil. And I have this little hanging macrame thing that I'm gonna put it in, and I think it's gonna be awesome. So let me just do that and I'll show you what it looks like after. So the sticker is extremely tacky and I'm gonna have to go ahead and take that off, but it looks really cute. So it'll be fun to watch and see how much that grows. All right guys, things are getting pretty crazy for me. I know this is obnoxious. Just one second. Okay, so here's some, now you can't see anything. Here's some Echeveria that I, you know, just brought in and didn't spray, didn't clean, none of that stuff. I'm definitely going to be taking all of the dead leaves off and going through them over the next couple days, repotting what needs to be repotted. Hopefully I'm not spreading bugs into the rest of my house. Normally I am more thorough, but this year I have so many plants, you know, I gotta bring them in. And this one I'm not going to fuss with because it's about to come into flower. So I got it underneath the grow lights, and hopefully it won't disrupt what's going on with this. And just check out, these are Echeveria subtilis, I think. Or no, that's not it. Oh, Echeveria prolifica, which makes sense, right? Look at all of the babies I have absolutely everywhere. So I'm gonna have to pot some of them up separate. And yeah, things are really pretty though. Things look really good. So I just have this stand over by my living room for now. And then over here, I have this one that I'm still working on. And then there's not plants in here anymore. There's 2 plants I need to spray there. All right, cut to where I've got the rest of the plants. So here are some more that I brought in. These ones are still a little bit wet. You can look at all those babies. I'm not even sure what this is, but it's absolutely beautiful, and I don't have any of the ones like it. And here we have some more. This one could use a drink, but all the other ones are still wet. And this is in Andrew's room. Okay, so here in my bathroom, we have my Thanksgiving cactus that's about to bloom. And I'm not going to disrupt this too much, but it does need a drink, and I'm just gonna wash it down a little bit, just a little dirty. And I have a euphorbia and some other random succulents. These 3 need to be sprayed with either alcohol or, I'll probably just use rubbing alcohol. So yeah, gotta get to doing those things. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna have any more time for any more tonight, but we'll see. So you can probably tell it's looking slightly dark over there. And that is because last night I noticed this light was kind of loose over here, and it kept flickering, and I'd have to touch it to get it to go back on again. And then today it just completely isn't working. The thing that holds the light is a little bit spaced too far apart, so the light won't fit snugly in there. So I do have one more on the floor there, so I can hook it up. However, I was gonna put all of my Echeveria there today, but it looks like I'm gonna have to wait till I can get some more lights off of Amazon. I was planning on ordering one more anyway, so I'll order 2, and it looks like I'm gonna have to return that one. Yeah, what I think I'm going to do right now is go through all of these Echeveria and other succulents that I brought in last night and just see if there's any bugs, pull out the dead leaves. These ones haven't been looked over yet, so that is the plan. So I know I pointed to that box, but that was actually empty. It was just easier for me to point at. However, the new light was in here. I just opened it up and it had been lying perfectly flat, and I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the whole light is smashed. So now I have 2 that I need to return. So this is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. So yeah, just keep that in mind when ordering lights through the mail. If people aren't gentle, they can definitely break. Okay, update on the light situation. Since I had one broken unit and one broken light, what I did was take the unit from this one and my working light, and it's working. So now I only have to return 1 unit, which is better for Amazon and better for me, because now I have lights on my plants right now. So I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, back to work. Okay, so these are 2 Echeveria minimas that I'm just gonna check over to see if they have any, well, I know they have dead leaves, and see if there's any pests on them. I brought them in last night. They have been under my grow light today. So I'm just going to, so you can see they've lost a lot of soil, so I will be repotting these soon. But with the vast amount of plants that I'm bringing in right now, I'm not gonna do that now, and it's okay because Echeverias are going into their dormancy. So, and I'm just gonna, if I have to do anything more than pull just ever so slightly on the leaf, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to open a wound in the plant right now or stress it out anymore. So I just got a little thing here. I'm just gonna put my leaves in there. It's important to do this to remove all the dead leaves because bugs do like to hide under there. It just provides them some shelter where they're protected, and then they can just chew on your healthy leaves. So I am going to want to check all of these leaves as I pull them out. Mostly looking for mealybugs when it comes to things under the leaves. I mean, and on the dead stuff. I guess you could also be looking for scale bug, but that was last summer's foe. I did have some red spider mite as well, but not around these plants. They never seem to be affected by that, so keep my eye open, but I'm not really concerned. All right, so that's one done. And now I'm gonna give these plants a drink after, since they really need it. I hadn't watered these plants in so long because it had been so cold outside that I didn't want to have them rot. Okay, 2 down. So I'm resuming with watering from the bottom. I water from the top every once in a while to flush everything down, and then I let the water go through thoroughly a bunch of times. But for right now, I'm just gonna water for them from the bottom, and I'm officially adding them into my water bot that's on my old phone. So I'm not sure how many days yet, but let's go ahead and take its picture. It's official, this plant has moved inside. And there we go. I'm gonna be doing that for all my plants too, guys. I don't use this in the summertime because there's too many environmental factors outside. But in the wintertime I do use it, and that doesn't mean I have to water on that day, but it's just a good, helpful tool when you have as many plants as I do. One thing I've kind of been putting off that I have to do still is take some cuttings of some of my plants that I don't think I'm going to bring the whole plant in. So next time you see this, it should be filled up with succulents. Okay, so the harvest has been harvested. So I have some burro's tail here, some Echeveria hairy butterfield, tons of that, that's the big one. I forget what this is, but Ray gave that to me. And then a sedum over here that was stuck in with some of my cold hardy sedums all summer. So I'm definitely have to check these guys for bugs. I have a beheaded Echeveria afterglow, and then a bunch of kalanchoe. And I brought in some more plants because there are still plants outside. So I have all these babies here, and even though this is cold hardy, I wanted to bring in this little sedum. And I have an opalina and my tiger jade crassula and a very big opalina, really big. And then I have my propagated moonstones, which are starting to show babies. So that's awesome. And it looks like I'm gonna have to wait until Monday for my more lights to come. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult finding spots for the plants until then, but I think I can manage it. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video, but more to come soon because I am not done. And I will do a tour of all the succulents once I have everything all set up too. Bye, thanks for watching.